Welcome to the Playroom of Rowan House Emergency Shelter, where every day the children of Rowan House get to just be kids again.
Let me introduce myself. I am the Mr. Potato Head toy sitting on the shelf. Every morning I watch as the child development worker opens the door and turns on the lights. Today, Gabby organizes the supplies for kids to do some painting. I watch her look up at the clock and ground herself in preparation for the children to arrive. The children's program opens at 9 a.m. I can hear the chatter of parents and kids as they rush downstairs, eager to come play. Moms are filling out the sign-in sheet while their children make themselves comfortable. It's a full house right now, with 8 little ones calling Rowan House home, but I only count 6 of them in the room. 2 children, a 5-year-old girl named April and an 8-year-old boy named Ethan, are both hesitant to leave Mom's side. I don't think I've seen them before. They must have just arrived yesterday. I hear Gabby introduce herself. She crouches down to their level and talks in a gentle voice. She tells them about some of the toys in the room and how she has set out some paints for them. She promises that Mom will be down in a few short hours to pick them up again. From my place on the shelf, I watch as they both look up at Mom and back toward Gabby.
Gabby smiles and reaches her hands out towards them. I can see them hesitate, but their small hands reach out in return and grasp hers as they follow her into the room. She gets busy organizing the painting activity while one of the children program volunteers bounces a baby on her hip.
While April and Ethan are set up on either side of the easel painting away, 2 other boys, Lucas and Aiden, are playing together at the Thomas the Train table. They start to fight over one of the trains. "Give me," Aiden shouts, grabbing for the toy. Lucas hangs onto the train tightly and cries back, "No, it's my turn." Gabby goes over to them. "Aiden, Lucas, do you remember our high five for friendship?" They stop and slowly nod their heads. "Can you tell me what we need to do here?" Gabby asks. "We use gentle hands, we use our inside voices, we share our toys and take turns," they say in almost perfect unison. "That's right," Gabby says. "Can you show me what that looks like?" Aiden and Lucas go back to playing, doing their best to share and take turns.
Children fighting over toys is not uncommon in any home or daycare, but there are unique challenges to navigating the dynamics between children living in a communal setting, each dealing with their own stress factors and often struggling to cope.
I am the Mr. Potato Head toy sitting on the shelf in the playroom, a place where every day the children of Rowan House get to just be kids again. From my view up here, I get to watch, and sometimes experience, the difference a child goes through during their time in the playroom. Aiden's family has been in the shelter for 12 days already, and Lucas for 23. Lucas started out like April and Ethan, afraid to leave Mom's side and barely speaking a word. He would mostly sit and watch the other kids play without taking part. Aiden is quite the opposite. He is extremely high energy and has a hard time sitting still for activities. He moves very quickly from station to station, often emptying bins of toys on the floor and taking toys from others. At first, Aiden didn't want to listen to Gabby or Myrna. He would hit them or himself anytime they asked him to do something he didn't want to do. Both have come a long way since their arrivals, but as the 2 boys go back to fighting over the train, Gabby looks around. She observes the energy in the room and decides all the kids would benefit from some time in what everyone likes to call the magic room. Gabby gets the kids to line up and encourages them to pick an item from the calm box. Aiden picks the round squish ball that has little spikes. He always picks the same one because he likes the way it feels. It's cold, soft, and squishy. He holds it with both hands and squeezes it tight until the spikes fill with gel. I then watch as everyone tiptoes through the teen area off to the multisensory room, a quiet, immersive environment with specialized sensory equipment that allows children to engage the senses: touch, sound, sight, spatial awareness, and motion. It's primarily meant to be a place for emotional regulation. When they return about a half an hour later, I hear the kids talk about how excited they were to count the fish in the colorful bubble tube. As they continue to play, I notice a more peaceful energy in the room. The newer children, Ethan and April, seem to have eased into the group and don't even notice when their mom returns to pick them up. She tells them it's time to go back upstairs and helps them to clean up their toys.
"Look at what we painted for you," they squeal as they proudly show off their creations.
Their mom gives Gabby a smile of relief, grateful to see her children find a moment of happiness in their otherwise upturned world.
"See you later, Miss Gabby," little April says, and I watch as Gabby waves them off, the Mr. Potato Head toy sitting on the shelf.